What's up, everybody? So I'm excited to do this. So I'm a big fan of reaction channels. I've been watching a lot of reactors for a little while now, and through them I have actually found some independent artists that I really enjoy. What bit of their discography I've seen so far, and so it gave me the idea. I really want to start getting into the catalog of some of these artists, but I figure, why not help out? I mean, not that they need my help, like I'm a nobody, but just to be able to help out, to kind of grow their fan base, right? So I figure if I'm diving into their catalog and I do reactions here or there, then friends of mine, family of mine who may have never found these artists may see me do these reactions and be like, hey, I want to go follow this artist. I want to go check out this artist. So I thought it would be a fun thing to do. It's definitely not something I ever intended to get into. It's not something that is going to be a focus of my channel. My channel is not a full-blown reaction channel. My channel is going to be all about strength and conditioning, nutrition, martial arts, MMA, the things that I do. For those of you who don't know, I'm a strength and conditioning coach, I'm a fitness nutrition specialist, and I'm an MMA fighter myself. And that's still going to be what the channel is about. However, I'm still in school for a lot of my strength and conditioning stuff, and I'm still in a lot of certification programs. Even though I've been doing it for a while, I really want my knowledge base to grow before I start putting too much content out there that has to do with strength and conditioning. And I'm still getting better at making content, period. So I figured that reactions would be something that would be fun. There'd be something I would enjoy. Help me get into some music that I've been wanting to get into anyway, and give me some time behind the camera, give me some time practicing my editing skills, so on and so forth, so that when I do start really pumping out consistent strength and conditioning, martial arts content for the channel, it's going to be that much better because I've gotten some practice. So a lot of the independent artists that I'm interested in are around the lyricists of YouTube. I really enjoy Crip. I really enjoy Tom Macdonald. I really enjoy Upchurch, Adam Calhoun, Struggle Jennings, Jelly Roll. These guys that I've seen through reactions from other reactors, and I don't know much about their whole catalog, but from what I have heard of them, I really like what I've heard, and it's made me be that much more intrigued towards their music. So I'm excited to dive into that. And one thing I've noticed in the comment sections of some of the reactors I like is that the YouTube community is helping those reactors' knowledge of music grow, because other people who might not be on their radar, their fans are like, hey, you ought to check out this artist, this song, so on and so forth. So I'm excited to let my musical, the number of artists that I know expand through people shooting me suggestions of who I should react to. And obviously I don't have a very big fan base right now, so a lot of these I'm probably just going to handpick myself, and then as requests come in and people are like, hey, you should check out this, you should check out this, then I'll definitely go check those out because I want to grow my knowledge. So that's kind of like what's going on with this video, why I'm doing a reaction. I want to show some love to the independent artists, because I have, being an entrepreneur myself and starting a strength and conditioning business from the ground up, I really have a lot of respect for them doing this independent. So I'm a huge fan, kind of like what got me into this, I'm a huge fan of Crip's ciphers that he's done, the YouTube ciphers, the Cookout cipher, the Poppin' cipher, and pretty much every single artist that were in any of those ciphers, I'm like, man, they sound really good in this cipher. I would like to check out some of their music. So this is an opportunity for me to check out the music, help open some of my family and friends' ears and eyes to these artists through my YouTube channel, and get to grow myself, because I can't wait to dive into their discography. So today, the first video reaction that I'm going to do is to Gravestones by Tom Macdonald. I really like Tom Macdonald. I like what he stands for. You know, whether you agree with his mindset, or whether you agree with his stance on where he stands with certain things, you have to admire that he stands his ground and is just unapologetically him. I really appreciate that about him, and the fact that, man, the dude is just a phenomenal writer. Nova makes crazy music videos. I mean, it's like every time I've seen one of his videos come up, it just gets better and better and better. So the two of them together, that to me is awesome. The fact that it's just the two of them, they take care of each other, and they do this whole thing independently themselves. So I'm excited to check out Gravestones. I purposely put off watching it because I'm like, you know what, I want to start doing some reactions here or there, and let me get on Gravestones now that without having seen it first. And I'm still gonna be watching some of the reactors that I've always watched. I'm just gonna watch their reactions after I do my reaction, just so that way I can give a legitimate reaction to the music. And if there's ever a song that I do a reaction to that I've already heard, I'll make sure that I label it correctly, review and all that. I've watched these guys for long enough to kind of know not to, don't call it a reaction when you've already seen it. So anyway, I have not seen Gravestones. I have not heard Gravestones. So I'm excited to watch this. So we're going to do this together. And again, I am not a reaction channel, so I'm not very good with doing them yet. I will get better. I get better at everything I put my mind to. So let's do this. Tom Macdonald, Gravestones.
100,000 records sold. I've been dreaming about this moment since I was 7 years old. I should probably go home, ride around the city with the top back, screaming y'all with a megaphone. Y'all already know I did it independent, controversial records. Since I made it, lost so many friendships. I wish that I could say I learned my lesson, I regret it, but the only place I give a an alternate dimension. All this negative attention, what a waste of breath. Give a about the odds, y'all should place your bets. Play your cards and then complain I rigged the game. Go ahead, change the deck. I got nothing but some aces left. Looking back, all I see is people who are bitter, and if they look my direction, all they'll see is middle fingers. Probably hit me up on Twitter, I'ma miss it though. I ain't worried about a pistol till the trigger's pulled. I just wanna be a legend while I'm still alive. It seems like hella rappers going platinum when they die. It's Gravestones. It's Gravestones.
Man, so far, Tom, he's talking about what like a lot of people have had to say about Tom, right? He takes advantage of, he just picks controversial topics that he knows are going to get views, and it's like he said, like it's almost like they're trying to claim that he's cheating the system. He's not cheating the system. He's rapping about things that I personally feel like come across his music. Like he actually does, like he sees these things and he wants to speak on these things. But at the same time, if you're an artist, is that not what every artist does? You're supposed to take what's going on around you, take your opinions, your emotions, your thoughts of what's going on in the world through your eyes, and you put that through to your music. Now, I'm not saying every single music has to be that way. Every single song has to be that way. Obviously, that's not something you really want to hear if you're going out to the club and you're wanting to have a good time and this, that, and another. But the whole point of artistry was to be able to take who you are, what your thoughts are, who you are as an artist, and take what's around you and how you feel about what's around you, and put it into music. So I don't think he's taking advantage of anything. I think he's doing what art was supposed to be. It's supposed to be your opinions, your thoughts portrayed through your music. So I think that he should 100% keep doing everything that he's doing, because that's what makes Tom Tom.
Wanna be a legend when I'm still alive. It seems like hella rappers going platinum when they die. It's Gravestones. It's Gravestones. Lately I've been living a dream. I blew out the candles and wished for this when I was 16. Ripped jeans. Now I'm hanging out the window of a limo like, what's up? It's me. Don't trip, I'm just winning home. Tried to tell him that I'm wicked though. I just did a show, every ticket sold, never missed a goal. I don't hit the post and I ain't keeping score, but official when the whistle blows. I'm offensive, I respect if you don't feel it, but my dog just died, so I got bigger to deal with than feelings. Stay mad, I'ma keep to myself. I'ma do it for the people who really needed my help. The death threats all preceded my wealth. Turns out it's ghost stories they repeatedly tell. And every man needs to know where he came from, cause he's headed for a gravestone. I just wanna be a legend while I'm still alive. It seems like hella rappers going platinum when they die. It's gravestones. It's gravestones. I just wanna be a legend when I'm still alive. It seems like hella rappers going platinum when they die. It's gravestones. It's gravestones.
So I like how he went from, his first verse talking about he's been dreaming about this since he was 7, and then the next verse he's older now, he's hitting 16, blowing out his candles. I like how he's progressing through that. And I gotta say too, I know that Tom has said before that he makes the beats, he writes his rhymes, him and Nova work the hooks together, and then Nova does all the video production. I like this beat. I've liked almost every Tom beat I've heard. Granted, I haven't heard his whole catalog yet, but every time I've heard a beat that he's made, I love it, man. I think he makes great beats. And Tom's kind of style is a style that I personally like. I like it when Tom gets gritty. I like it when Tom really comes at you with some aggression. And I think he's a phenomenal storyteller as well. So I like this song so far.
Every single night has been a blur. I've been hella tired of hearing I should wait my turn. I'm just taking what I earned. Y'all still owe me for the songs you never heard. Couple 100 million views, not even close to what they worth. Hella people acting like they work. Claim they got a bag, but they barely got a purse. Claim the grass is greener, but I touch it and it's turf. Claim your team is wolves, y'all ain't even rocking fur. I'm just sick of all the fake. I don't like the way they move. I don't like the things they say. I know none of that is true. They say they've been at the lake, but they really at the pool. They say they be getting paid, but they only rent a room. I move my family out the hood like we not made for the ghetto. And I'm so close to the top that when I yell there's an echo. I get anxiety whenever a new stranger says hello. 50 minutes of fame became a 2-hour special. What's up? I just wanna be a legend while I'm still alive. It seems like hella rappers going platinum when they die. It's gravestones. It's gravestones. I just wanna be a legend when I'm still alive. It seems like hella rappers going platinum when they die. It's gravestones. It's gravestones.
Man, shouts out to Tom and Nova. They what a dynamic duo. I like the song. I like it when Tom comes out and addresses his critics. I think that everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I also think sometimes that Tom gets criticized a little too much. I think that when he does songs that involve satire, people miss the fact that it's satire and they take it like personal. And I've never really agreed with as much hate as Tom gets. From everything that I've seen, Tom and Nova both seem like they're like stand-up individuals. Like the way they interact with their fans, the way they connect with their fans, and just the amount of work that those two put in. I mean, those two are like grinding all the time. It seems like every other day Tom's saying, hey, I got a video dropping this Friday. But yeah, man, I love that. I know this is really long for my first reaction video, but I had to get that in the beginning out to let you guys know what I'm doing. So I'm looking forward to diving into more of Tom's catalog. I'm looking forward to diving into more Crip, more Adam Calhoun, more Ryan Upchurch, all the people from the Cyphers, man. There's so many. Merkham's, man, that dude, I love his delivery. I love his aggression. He's phenomenal. Gatsby, I'm really looking forward to getting into some of Gatsby's music because I don't know, man. Something about Gatsby, he just like jumps out off the screen at you. Like I've only seen him in a couple of features and the ciphers that he's been in, but it's like every time he has a verse, I'm just like glued to the screen. So I'm excited to see some of his music and a lot of other guys. So I'm gonna be doing some more of these periodically. This is my first one. Don't kill me too bad in the comments for like how bad I've done, because this is 100% new to me. I didn't practice at all. I literally set everything up, sat down, and reacted to this song. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I'm not a bar breakdown channel. I do catch bars. I do hear them. But that's not like what I created the channel for. There are people out there far better at breaking bars down than I am, man. Script work, Crip, all those guys, like they break bars down. Like me, if I hear something that like really catches my ear, I'll probably speak on it. But for the most part, I'm just wanting to take in the music, listen to the music, and then kind of give you guys my thoughts on the end of it. But hey, man, Tom killed it with this song. The video looked amazing by Nova, and I'm excited to go down this journey with you guys, and I hope that you guys will follow me along, man. See you guys on the next one.